Good morning, my people, lovers of truth. Welcome back to the moment of truth. It's Saturday today, 23rd November 2024. Let me start with this joke because the video I'm about to post, you're about to see now, is a joke. Trust Enenche. He will never disappoint us. So Enenche is proving to us that he's really desperate. Really desperate. He's thirsty for traffic. You know, when you have 100-seater church auditorium and you can hardly get 5,000. If it was you, Nko, you will worry now. Anyway, let me start my own joke. I'm looking for a bank which can perform two things for me. My people, if you know, recommend though. And this is the two things I want them to perform. Give me a loan, no, then leave me alone. That's it. My people, can you do it? I beg, let me know in the comment section. Now, let's dive into Enenche's video. Stay tuned to the end, please.
The man brought his hand to shake him. He rejected the hand. He hugged the man. He's the guy. How many days later? 1 day later. That night, the man told the village, I have made a mistake. As we are talking now, they are preparing for his burial. He hugged transformer. Let me tell you, any devil that will not let you rest, they shall be laid to rest for your sake. One of our young men, this church, I'm sure he must be in the service tonight. He went to his village and built his mother a house.
That proves he knew that the guy was there. It was arranged. Immediately he said, I knew the brother is here tonight. The brother quickly appeared. You know, Enenche church is very big. So the brother knew. The brother sits nearer or closer to where he will tell the story, so he can quickly get there. Stay tuned.
And dug boreholes. Then he went to the village, I think, to commission or dedicate or hand over the house to the mother. Then a wizard, a terrible uncle. He said if that uncle shook hand with anybody, he was dead. If he said, I'm coming to see you, that is death is coming. So this boy went to the village and the uncle sent to his compound that he's coming to see him. His offense was that he dug borehole. He built house for his mother. His mother began to panic. The boy said, you don't know where I'm coming from yet. Some time back, I saw him and hugged him very well. He said when he heard the man was coming, he wore the dress that I used to hug him. So
another confirmation, my people. The guy said, you don't know where I'm coming from. You know, that is common among all the test fires in NHS church, because that's the way they coach them. So he is speaking the language. He's lying. Stay tuned and hear more, please.
When the man came, the man brought his hand to shake him. He rejected the hand. He hugged the man. He's the guy. How many days later? 1 day later. That night, the man told the village, I have made a mistake. As we are talking now, they are preparing for his burial. He hugged transformer. Let me tell you, any devil that will not let you rest, they shall be laid to rest for your sake.
In case you missed the joke is that Enenche hugged the guy some years back. So the guy now going to the village to meet the uncle, the terrible uncle in the village that kills everybody. And the guy now hugged that uncle with the clothes he was wearing when Enenche hugged him. And that's what killed the terrible uncle in the village. It's a lie. Let me put another joke here now, so that one can go and help them raise the death of that terrible uncle that NHS boy by in the village. Stay tuned, please.
If anyone dies around you, put your hand on the head. Ask the person to come and say it 3 times and stop. Consider. You will see my fellowship. I taught in a conference and taught people how to raise the dead. And they finished on the conference. And some of them believe. We had things that if I tell you, you will not believe. You know how to raise the dead? How many of you have ever cast out devils before you spoke to a demon? If you ever had authority to ask demons to leave, It's the same thing. You ask the spirit, go. In raising the dead, ask the spirit, come back. That's the same thing. The same authority by which you cast out devils, you can raise the dead. But the difference is this, are you with me? You don't need to ask God before you cast out the devil. That's what we do. Anywhere you see a devil, you cast it out. But in raising the dead, he will need to be interested in raising that dead person. That's the difference. We cast out devils in mass, but you can only raise those that he wants to raise. Exactly. So, if anyone dies around you, put your hand on the head. Ask the person to come and say it 3 times and stop. Go and say it. You will see my fellowship. I taught in a conference and taught people how to raise the dead. And they finished on the conference. And some of them believe.
You see another baby charlatan. These are the product of Idausa, Adeboye, Oyedepo, Kumuyi. They are all products of all these men. This one say they are casting devil in mass. Look at our young people, the way they are demonstrating madness everywhere. You see them on the street. You see them in the clubhouse. You see them in the schools, in the classrooms. This one that cannot fix himself, he will not go there and fix all these young people that are misbehaving, that are making their parents cry every day. My people, they are doing this for one thing, money. And you will hear it in the next video. Heed the advice of this guy in the next video, please.
Don't listen to anyone telling you that not paying your tithe, will take you to hell. That is a lie from the pit of hell. I'll repeat it. That is a lie from the pit of hell. And anyone, Paul said, anyone that preaches a different gospel, may that person be accursed. In fact, what that means is like the anathema means that person is outside the realm of the grace, the saving grace of God. Someone like this who has been preaching for a long time cannot tell me that they don't understand how the gospel works. What takes someone to heaven and what takes someone to hell. You can't tell me you don't understand that. That shows where his heart is. His heart is focused on the money. This is fear mongering. This is how cult leaders, this is how false teachers get people to be under their control. Fear mongering. And they send their minions out like they're like the pimps.
You heard that guy, a meaningful Nigerian that mean well for Nigerians. He said there's no grace on all of your pastors because they have left God. God don't know them. You can't be lying like this, misleading people like this, and expect God to look at their side. He said his face cannot behold iniquity. The rubbish of all these men is just too much. They will say anything because of money. They will go any length because of money. They tell lies like no man's business. They manipulate, they mislead. You heard that Arome Osai that cannot even fix himself, teaching people how to raise the dead. Can you even believe the joke? That one is too expensive. Oh. They are Baba too. All of them, they have raised the dead. Kumuyi have raised the dead. Oyedepo, Adeboye, Enenche, Oyakilome, all of them have raised the dead. God is not on their side, though. If you are still listening to them, you are wasting your time. If you are still under them, you are incurring curses from God upon yourself, because you are in satanic shrine. You are not doing yourself any good. You can know God without go to any of these churches. Gospel is very simple. The Bible is there. It's our manual. It is very simple. Once your hand is clean, your mind is clean, you obey the word of God, you have direct relationship with your maker, you are directly connected to the Almighty Father. That's gospel. Just do the will of God. Do as Bible encourages us to do. That's gospel, my people. Anyway, I will see you on my next video. Bye for now.